Hey there, fellas! Welcome back to the video. In today's video, I'm going to teach you a couple of tips on if you want to record videos or if you want to make games. Now, obviously, my new videos are going to be like a yapping session because my Google Drive doesn't want to work and I can't download videos to edit them. So basically, I'm just going to walk around this game that I made, and basically, it's going to be a yapping session. So, tip number 1. To make a video, you want to make sure that you have the idea, and you need to make sure that, it comes out good. And take a couple of records if you need to. Record it more than once if needed. Videos could take a couple of days to edit, maybe even a couple of weeks to edit, depending on how long the video is. Tip number 2, making a game. Don't give co-owner to random people you don't know. Only give co-owner to close friends that you know. Like, these people. I know these people. And a wrong thing is to give co-owner to little kids. What I mean by little kids is really low level squeakers, basically, because they probably sorry, I messed up. They probably can and will mess up your game. Tip number 3, for making videos, make sure that you always have the right environment set and the right people to record with. Depending on the people, if you're by yourself or with other people, you could mess up either way. The way you can mess up by yourself is saying the wrong line or something. The way you can mess up with other people is them just goofing around when they are not supposed to, or it could be them basically just saying things that YouTube guidelines wouldn't recommend. Tip number 4 for making a game. Make sure that you take time. This game that we made took us about a week to make because of how much there is. If you do make a game and you want it to come out popular, like I said, take time, and the game's called Human to Monkeys if you guys would like to check it out. And then finally, tip number 5. Always be kind on YouTube. Don't ever show any sort of rudeness or anything. I don't show any sort of rudeness, and that's because most of the time I'm not rude to people. But at the other hand, there's sometimes when people just get on my nerves and then I start screaming at them, which isn't the right way to deal with stuff like that. And honestly, that could work both in making on games and videos. If you scream at people while making a game, they might just decide to grease your game or quit entirely. Scream at people making a YouTube video, you could basically get your video taken down for harassment, or you could basically get hated on in the comments. And that's not something you want to do if you're a brand new YouTuber. And one extra tip. Make sure you always sound like you're having fun in your videos. If you don't sound like you're having fun, no one wants to watch them. I'm just being honest. If you don't sound like you're having fun, your videos just sound boring and just not fun. They just sound like they're out of place. Now, finally, one last tip. Always have fun when you're making your videos. Don't ever play anything boring, because your videos won't get that much revenue and they just won't get popular. Those are my couple of tips for new YouTube creators and record creators.